Hello. Okay. It seems that I've got this working again. Hi, it's Tukanas Dragon slash Twitchavi slash Kevin. I'm here for the second episode, second video of the Let's Play. So, right now, I mentioned last time, I don't know, I kind of went over like a little bit of what the framework of the Let's Play is going to look like in terms of like the order of the events that we're gonna do. But that was like broad scope. I think getting into the nitty gritty of like what specific event I'm going to do next, I think I'm a little bit more concerned about that. Um, so I think buying the Beetle, I set myself up well for the Beetle Cup later once we're getting close to wrapping up the beginner events. But I know when I was little, we were forced to grind races because we backed ourselves into a corner, you know, trying to just in purchasing this cart. So I'm like trying to be very careful about how I do my route. I think I kind of want to do the FR challenge as soon as possible. FF challenge is also good. Clubman Cup still earns only 1,000. And if I'm being honest, I'm not sure that I can beat it right now to begin with. So I need to be, I don't know, I need to be careful about how I do this. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna go to the tuning shop. A lot of these upgrades will need to be done anyways by the end of it, but we're just gonna try to get like good bang for our buck. We only have 5,000 credits, and as you can see, we're not gonna buy like anything that's gonna eat up all our credits. So we're just gonna buy a lot of the little upgrades and try to make it work. So like weight reduction. Okay. And the racing chip. It's not a lot of power, but I'm hoping this is enough to make us win, because I was looking at the opponents list, and even in the Sunday Cup we had opponents that were faster than us by a little bit. And in terms of horsepower, at least, they had like higher horsepower, and they were able to beat us in the straight line. And I fear it's going to be worse, specifically in the Deep Forest Raceway track. I suspect Deep Forest or Special Stage Route 5 will be the most difficult track, just because of the straightaways. But we'll see. I think with these upgrades it should be good. We'll have to upgrade this car anyways. I see a Lupo Cup car, so it's not looking good. I don't actually know if it's good or not. We'll have to restart if it looks like it's not, if it looks impossible to win. We'll either restart or I'll play the race out just for the credits. But it's only a 2-lap race. I suppose I can play it out for the credits, but oh yeah, it's not looking good. I'll play it out a little bit longer and see if it looks like I can realistically win. There's a 2.8 second time lead on me. Yeah, I don't think I have the speed to beat it. No, it's gonna be close. Oh, man. My car's so slow on the incline. Man, it's not even speeding up. .3 seconds, okay. So it looks winnable with some clean driving or dirty driving if we have to ram into him at some point. We'll avoid that until it's necessary. I just need to get into the slipstream to try to get as much speed as possible. 1.2 seconds, okay. Yeah, so as you can imagine, holy, I just messed that up a little bit. And obviously, if I didn't upgrade my vehicle, I think this race just isn't winnable. Honestly, I think the cornering ability on that car, or at least on the two cars in front of me, might just be too high. I don't know that I'll be able to overtake them. They just accelerate faster. One 1.8 seconds, yeah, I think. If I can at least get second place for some extra credits, that'd be nice. Though, yeah, no, I don't think, yeah, that we're not getting second place. Okay. Yeah, so as you can see, that's a problem that's gonna end up happening. 800 credits is okay, but we need to, basically what this means is we have to reset the race. I'm gonna do Rome Circuit. I think I can win on Rome Circuit, like regardless of the car lineup. Once I like start playing more races, I'll get a better feel for like which races or like which tracks the CPU does well on and which one it doesn't. I'm probably just gonna reset until we do not see a Lupo Cup car because I can't, I don't think I'll perform well enough versus that vehicle. I can't remember. I know there's some vehicles that are guaranteed to show in certain games, like as a guaranteed opponent. I don't know if the Lupo is one of them. I'll be sad if it is. I could have sworn it wasn't, but I don't actually remember. Whatever, we'll just play it out and see what happens. If it goes poorly, we might have to rethink our strategy. Or I might have to settle for upgrades that I don't want to do. I don't want to do like lower tiered upgrades because I want to go for like at least like when it comes to the tube upgrades, I don't want to do the lower tier. I just want to like go all the way so I don't have to upgrade again. So we are on the Rome circuit. And the layout of this course changes between games. So in Gran Turismo 5, they update the layout. I believe they had a short version of this circuit in Gran Turismo 2 as well. And it was absent in Gran Turismo 4. I do not know about Gran Turismo 1. Ooh. I gotta practice judging these corners though. It's been a minute. Yeah, it's looking like we're not gonna win this race either. The front two cars are just too far forward. Yeah, so it looks like I've pinned myself into a corner in this playthrough already as we're starting, and there's no use in replaying the Sunday Cup races because if I get first place, they only give me 1,000 credits. So third place gives me 800 here. So it's not much of a difference. Yeah, no, it's not looking good. It looks like second place might be attainable, but first place is likely out of the question. Hmm. Yeah, I just need more upgrades. That was not, that wasn't a great strategy. Yeah. If we're desperate, we'll be resorting to those moves if we're desperate. But I think I'm not, it might have cost me a little bit. Okay, yeah, I kind of just fumbled third place for no reason. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely a problem. 700 credits. Yeah. And as you can see, the medal, or I don't even know, that's not a medal. I don't know what that is. Obviously not a trophy. Hmm, okay. Yeah, we'll have to rethink our strategy. Tuning shop. I wanted to go. Okay. I'm thinking NA Tune-Up 1 is probably, that's probably our best bet. So that means we'll have to score 2 more third place finishes. Um, so I'm just gonna try the other races, see if I have a chance at first place, because a first place finish will be enough. I don't I don't know if which course was the hardest out of the three. I guess we're about to find out if this one's harder. I think we just do not have the horsepower to keep up, even with the upgrades that we did. But our options in this game are really rough early on, because like there's only so many choices we can make for like what races to enter, because like we only have 2 cars. And if I do I I don't know about doing the other ones, honestly. Yeah, so we are, so I think I'm just gonna have to be content with third place on this one. Yeah. No, this game, out of all the Gran Turismos, I've heard, but also I believe just from the games that I've played, which are 3 through 6, I believe this has the hardest early game out of all of the Gran Turismos. It just takes so long to get the ball rolling, and you're like, I don't know how to avoid losses early on. I don't remember what I did in my last playthrough that I was doing. I basically got all the licenses in that playthrough before starting. I think I might have bought a Miata. That's probably, yeah, I'm pretty sure I purchased a Miata, but that gets offered as a reward card in several events, and I wanted to avoid buying repeat vehicles. But in the end of the day, it may have just been faster to purchase that because we might lose more time in simply not being able to win the races. Okay, we are not quite gonna pass him. I think second place in this race seems like a possibility, but I also lose on the straightaways, even with the slipstream. Hmm. Yeah, this is a little bit of a predicament, but yeah, hopefully things will have more smooth sail. Using the wall bump to try to. I'm just trying to carry as much speed as possible. Where else can I reasonably pass him? I'm thinking in the ending turns I might be able to pass him. Otherwise, I'll be content with second place. Or I can try ramming into him. We're getting desperate. I really don't want to have to repeat more races than I'm already going to. I'm gonna have to do some serious blocking though. They are faster than me, so they will try to pass me. Ooh. If I can get onto the last straight in front of them, or like while being in front of them, I think I have a chance. Oh, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, come on. They're gonna pass me. They're gonna pass me! Oh no, I'm so sad. I couldn't prevent it. It's okay. Honestly, these races just kind of blow. Let's see where that leaves me. If I had a first place, I had enough for the upgrade that I wanted to do. Yeah, with this, I just can't really... Yeah, I can't do anything with that. Honestly, I'm not trying to get stuck in early game hell, so we're actually reluctantly gonna sell this vehicle. I really don't want to be stuck in early game. I could buy it for 15,000 credits eventually. That does mean that I don't have a vehicle for the FR challenge though. I'll pay the price for that later. I just really don't want to spend any more time stuck on these races. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is obviously not going as planned, but we'll make it work. And with these upgrades, we should be able to take on the Clubman Cup as well. So that's the good thing. Yeah, I don't like selling cars in this game, but like, I'm really not trying to do another repeat race that I know I'm gonna lose. I'm like, I just need to get those upgrades in. So I'm feeling a little more relaxed that I know that I have a realistic chance of winning now, or a reasonable chance of winning. Yeah, my car is a lot more at the power level that it needs to be. Now I just need to brake and like make sure that I adjust how I'm playing based on how powerful my vehicle is now. Um, yeah, yeah. Also, you should really avoid selling vehicles that are with the special colors or vehicles that are that are like not obtainable like through the shop. So when I sold the car I just sold, I made it's like not in a special color or anything. It's not like a special version of the vehicle, so like it's not like the end of the world. Like I can always rebuy it, but other vehicles are much harder to obtain. And I know in Gran Turismo 4, I don't know about this game, I'm sure it's the case in this game too, but in Gran Turismo 4, there's vehicles where if you sell it, like you're done. You cannot get it again. Okay, yeah, this is a lot more, this is a lot more reasonable. Okay, yeah, I think we're gonna end up winning this one. Hopefully we can clear the cup now. It's kind of annoying that I had to play every race, um, and fail every race, but that's just how the early game is. Ideally, I want to avoid like as many instances. Honestly, this car just doesn't have the handling, but no, I want to avoid as many instances where I have to repeat races. It's just annoying. You know, if I'm trying to beat the game, losing a race is never gonna be like a good strategy. Um, yeah, no, I'm just kind of annoyed I had to sell a car to do this. Um, yeah, I'll buy it back later. Probably not for a long time. I'm not sure that I'll use it. Um, or at least I won't use it in the near future. I'm not sure. That's the car I was going to do the FR challenge with, though. So I might have to change my routing a little bit. And look into what cars are given as prize cards because the drivetrain for the Sprinter Treno, um, I think is FR, and the prize car for this is going to be an FF car. So I'm not sure. I'm not trying to buy a whole new car either. At this point, it's like too costly. So we'll see how we have to adjust our pathing. You have to be flexible, honestly. Yeah. Okay, now we get our 1500 credits. It's not the worst thing in the world because I know we have to upgrade our Beetle eventually because what we end up having to we're gonna take on the Beetle Cup in this. So yeah, so the upgrades are necessary. I just didn't want to spend so much time doing that now. But if that's what we have to do, that's what we have to do. Yeah, and it looks like the Lupa Cup car is a guaranteed like to be our opponent, which is annoying. Um, Perhaps taking on the Clubman Cup would have been better, but I also don't think my vehicle was fast enough to take it on. Maybe after the first set of upgrades, it could have been, because I think the opponents might be slightly more challenging here, but the prize money's higher. So it's like I didn't know what the optimal route was. I, yeah, I'll have to, yeah, I think. once I start receiving comments and stuff, I don't know. I'm not sure what people want me to talk about, or like once I get feedback from other friends as well, I'm not sure what people would like me to talk about. Perhaps being in a in a Discord call or something as well while I'm playing could be a good idea. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that one though. I kind of like to take some of the alone time that comes with just recording by myself. Um, but yeah, it's honestly such a shame that we ended up losing on the last attempt on this course because I was right there. I really thought I was gonna win, but unfortunately, I did not. And I think I'm gonna record the next video in the same session that I'm doing this one. Um, so I'm not sure how much of a backlog of, or like, I'm not sure how like, I don't know what the right word is. I'm not sure like how many videos are going to be pre-recorded. Like if episode one's only going to be coming up, like, but episode three's already been recorded, or like, I'm not sure how ahead I'm going to be in. Um, yeah. Driving cleanly in this game gets rewarded, but the faster you are than your opponents, the less necessary it is for you to drive cleanly. I want to find a good balance, but like I also don't want to be losing races constantly because that's not fun either. And it also just slows down the progression because you earn less credits and you're forced to repeat a race, etc. So, we'll find the correct balance. It's just in the early game in this game, and honestly, that's probably, I don't know if to fault the devs. I'm not really sure what to think, but I wonder how many people just stopped playing this game because the start was too hard. Because, like, I'm clearly someone who has at least some experience with racing games, and it's like, I could not win the FF challenge. Um, and this is not even the worst option of a car I could have had. There was definitely worse options that I could have had from the dealership. I didn't choose a great option though. There definitely were faster cars. I think I'm hoping I don't have to buy a car, but I think I will eventually. Like at least like I don't want to have to buy a car early on. Um, yeah. Okay, so we've cleared this race. It wasn't really close. Yeah, 1,500 credits. And now the credits are rolling in because we're actually winning races. Well, maybe not rolling in, but we're starting to win some credits. Once the credit rewards get higher, that's when I'm gonna purchase back the vehicle we sold off. Um, yeah, unfortunately, vehicles only sell for a quarter the price that you can buy them at, so we're gonna be at a permanent net loss from that. So I'm just trying to buy it I'm not like once I'm earning a lot of credits because I don't want to I don't want to feel the hit early on. Hmm. I honestly didn't check what the prize car for this was. I have a general idea of a lot of the prize cars. I know they're not good overall, but at least like some of them are usable. I don't know about in the beginner league though. I know in the amateur league the prize cars start to get good, but I don't know about early on. So after I finish the FF challenge, I'm going to have to reconsider what my options are and if I can avoid having to purchase a new car. I'm still far too slow to take on the Beetle challenge, but I'm definitely going to have to upgrade this car more to do that. Mostly just like having more raw power, honestly. I'm missing a lot. I think once the horsepower's into the low 200s. Oh, he's passing me. Once the horsepower's into the low 200s, I think I'll be fine for that. So I'm still quite away from that. Um, and then I'm thinking, at least right now in the Rome circuit, I'm gonna have to drive the second half of the second lap cleanly, so I don't get past, because I think the Lupo Cup car does have faster acceleration than me at low speeds, or at least can come out of corners faster if I don't take them cleanly. So I'm gonna have to be mindful of that. Let's see. Um, Outside of Gran Turismo 3 and Gran Turismo 4, which I mentioned in the last video, are the ones that I'm predominantly going to be playing, I'm not sure what games to show overall. I do record a lot of League of Legends clips, and recently I've been into Slay the Spire, but I'm not sure what sort of games I'm going to be showing. I'm not sure what fits the Let's Play. I'm not sure that Slay the Spire fits the clips format super well. Maybe it does. I have some clips. I can see what works, but I'm not sure that the game is well suited for like clips content, because it just, if you are not like familiar with the game, and I'm also pretty new, so I can't really speak that much on it, but like it feels like a game that's hard to absorb through clips if you have zero experience. But then again, that's most games. If you go watch a League of Legends clips without having played League of Legends, it won't make any sense. So I think at the end of the day, it just has to be like if my audience have seen it or not, or like like have exposure to it. So I just have to be mindful of that, and whether or not I care. Like if you guys don't care what games I upload, that's fine. And honestly, at the end of the day, it's my choice. Oh, okay, I gotta just lock in for this last corner. I just cannot take it like poorly. Okay, that was pretty bad, but it wasn't bad enough to take it. I'm still like, I have to get warmed up, honestly. I'm not like experienced at the game, or like I don't have the, I'm not like warmed up. It's been a while since I played Gran Turismo 3, obviously. But, okay, 4,500 credits. Now we'll see what our prize car is. Oh, it's a pink Vitz. There's memes about this car, by the way. We're not gonna get into it, but there are... We're gonna have to use that car eventually. We definitely cannot sell this car, by the way, because I'm gonna have to use it. For the Vitz challenge. As you can see, I'm about to go to it. The Vitz race. Yeah, we're gonna have to use that car, so no point in selling it if we're gonna have to buy it again. And of course, as we'll have to do at the end of every episode, we're going to have to save our game. Alright, thank you for watching. I apologize for losing, but I can't help if I'm bad at the game, and I also can't help if my car is too slow, so it is what it is. Hope you enjoyed, and I look forward to recording the next episode.